And some boy can't for nothing, not for nothing. Think them was my brother them. Me and some boy can't for nothing, not laughing again. Me no want to see none of them. Me and some boy can't for nothing, not for nothing. Right now what they in a day. Me and some boy can't for nothing, not for nothing.
There's been a lot of talk about the quality of the music that's coming out lately, and a lot of people are saying that it's heavily hip-hop influence and not dance hall focused. And with you being responsible for a lot of the hit rhythms that are out now, like, how do you address that issue?
Well, yeah, I've been seeing all of the talks on Twitter with all of the artists and the producers and all of that, and everybody complaining about this and that, and all the forums and whatever. I mean, well, my first point on the whole thing, a lot of these people who are talking and complaining about all of this are persons who aren't doing anything for the music to help further it. Them not helping to make this change then that everybody fighting about, you know what I mean? I mean, how I put it, I wouldn't complain about something if I can make a contribution to it. Like, I can't complain about how a promoter keep a stage show or whatever, because I'm not a promoter. I couldn't do any better than that. So I think some situations you just leave alone. But I mean, for the most part though, some of these artists and the producers who are constantly complaining, they have to understand that dancehall is a fast changing genre of music. Reggae on a whole, it's always evolving. So you have to kind of get used to that. You have to understand, because music will change. I mean, 5 years from now, there'll be a lot of other artists, a lot of other producers in music, in dancehall music. I mean, and it's just like any other genre. Hip hop has changed drastically. I mean, the hip hop that is popular now, I mean, I'm sure the diehard Biggie Smalls fans and Tupac fans would be cussing now and saying that Soulja Boy and them, and they're not making the authentic hip hop anymore. But I mean, it's new fans, it's new generations, a new following. You have to make music to appeal to those people. I mean, I'm not breaking down the people who believe that it's not, you don't have the same authentic sound, but they have to understand that music has to change. I mean, I can't be in a situation where I'm just going to sit down and go on YouTube and remake every 90s track and put them back out, because that's not helping the music going any further either. You know what I mean? So you just have to understand that and accept changes. I mean, Jamaica is a place where we're always open to a lot of different genres, even from way back in the day when Bob Marley and those artists were doing music. Mainly on the radio was souls and like Al Green and that type of thing. I mean, I wasn't born in that time clearly, but just based off what I read and what I hear about and stuff. I mean, Bob Marley and those artists were the mainstream acts in Jamaica then on the radio. All of that time was souls and Aretha Franklin and all of them things they were playing. So we always have that influence, and the generation doing music now, producers and artists, we grew up on like urban music then. Because when I was growing up, I grew up watching BET, MTV, all of that, and the artists as well. You hear different artists come in the business with different flows. VYBZ, KARTEL and them artists, they're coming like rapping style. I mean, the Yellow Man and them people there would probably not approve to his style of DJing, but music has to change. Him have to come and change the style of DJing. Same thing musically, production. That's what we have to do.
So, speaking of changing, I see that you're now making more of a transition into becoming an artist. Is that something that you're going to explore further, or you're just kind of...
I mean, it's really just experimenting. It's two things. It's experimenting, and it's just a next means of me expressing certain things, you know what I mean? The first song, the Can't Friend Again song, everybody knows the situation, I understand the situation with that. It's just expression, it's just some things that I need to get out where I couldn't really get out in just building a rhythm and put it out there, you know what I mean? And I couldn't really give that to somebody to sing. So it's just a means of expression, it's just experimenting. I mean, I always trying to push the envelope and trying to do new things. So this year, that's one of my groundbreaking moves. I mean, next year might probably be something crazy again. Next year I might probably try acting or something. You know what I mean? Okay. Just making different, just trying to keep the thing interesting and keep it moving.
Now you touched on your first song and the issue. You alluded to the issue behind that. And I had interviewed KARTEL back in January, and talked about what the issue was with you and him, and he said it was over a show that he was supposed to do with your father, for your father, and not showing up, and it, you know, went from there. Is that something that you want to discuss? I mean, what happened?
I mean, it's not really something that I really want to get too deeply into, but it was a lot more stuff than that whole show event. That's what most people thought it was, and most people evaluated it and kind of broke it down to that situation. But it was a lot deeper than that. It was like some more creative aspects of the thing, some musical stuff. And I mean, I take my music seriously. I mean, and if somebody, I don't really play certain things when it comes onto my music. So like,
from the friendship put on me and some boy can't